Hello everybody, welcome to Parks Bros. It's Drew here, and we're back at Six Flags Magic Mountain checking out the 2022 project. Let's go.
So I was able to get back to Six Flags Magic Mountain yet again this week, and I gotta say, looking over by Riddler's Revenge, a lot has changed. Now, more specifically, we gotta talk about Tidal Wave. Tidal Wave's lift hill is now a thing of the past. So it's not only the drop now, the lift hill is also gone. All that's left of Tidal Wave is the turnaround underneath Riddler's Revenge itself. Now, I say that because we rode Riddler's Revenge today, and on the lift hill of that coaster, you can see a lot more progress that you can't see from the main midways of the park. Mainly, that the entire basin or lake or even reservoir, if you will, of water has been filled in with dirt almost completely. So I do think whatever this will end up being will not be a water ride, which I am a little sad about, but I really can't complain either. So seeing that area filled in with dirt, starting that leveling process, makes me question what's going on all around even more. Now, in addition to this, you can see there have been a couple of added markers as well within this area in front of Riddler's Revenge, and the entirety of the bridge and that whole section of Tidal Wave's old exit area has been taken out and demolished and replaced with a lot of dirt, or is just bare concrete as of now. Now, speaking of demolition, there was also some occurrences of lighting fixtures being taken out, which at first I started to freak out and go, wait a second, is that a footer for a new ride? No, it's just the base of one of the old lighting fixtures that has been taken out. Of course, if you want to be one of the first to know when footers for a new project are put in at Six Flags Magic Mountain, make sure to subscribe to this channel. But before we get moving to a different area of the park, it was really crazy seeing so much movement and construction equipment still working in this area where Tidal Wave used to reside. And with a lot of Tidal Wave now gone, we can see into other places of the park that were not really visible. So now you can even see a lot of Batman from over by Riddler's Revenge, and of course even see Justice League from where Green Lantern used to be. But speaking of which,
So now that we've gotten an in-depth look over in Metropolis, let's go over to DC Universe and see how that is.
of course, as we head over to DC Universe, we gotta get another look at the front entrance of Tidal Wave, or at least the former front entrance of Tidal Wave. And nothing's really changed over on this side, except for maybe if you step back, you can see that now the lift and drop, of course, have been taken out, and a lot of the roofing of the old station has been removed as well. But beside that, there's a big wall that makes sure you can't see into the area from this midway. So let's go ahead and move on.
So now we've made it over to DC Universe. This entire Green Lantern Plaza is now officially all the way walled off. Let's get a closer look.
It is plain as day to see that in DC Universe, especially around Green Lantern's old entrance plaza, that it has completed its fence work all the way around that area. If you recall from our last update, you would remember that half of this area was still not properly walled off. Well, I'm happy to report now there is a giant wall that will also act as a gate for any larger vehicles that need to get through this section and onto the main construction site. Now, of course, there is one con to this, and it's the fact that now we can no longer really get a good view of what's happening with the old Green Lantern station as well as entrance area. But we can still see that there are 3 separate markers in a row next to, of course, the frozen lemonade stand, which, for the time being, is not behind fences, unlike the corn stand. Something else that we noticed also was that the sign for Green Lantern is being dismantled on the side of its old station building. That's right, the B&M track that used to come out of his ring is slowly being taken down as well, and will most likely be joining the facades, the trees, and even Tidal Wave. So whatever this may end up being, I don't think Green Lantern is going to be the theme. Now, before I end this update, we did head over to the smoking area of DC Universe to get another look at Tidal Wave, and this is by far the best viewpoint for the deconstruction process. You can clearly see the drop and lift hill have been taken out completely, and I'm really curious to see what you guys think. It took a week for the lift to be taken out, as well as that whole reservoir to be filled in with dirt. Do you think by this time next week, we'll see no more traces of Tidal Wave's track? Let me know down in the comments below. I'd really appreciate it. And since it seems like this ride may not be themed to Green Lantern, what do you think this rumored ride will be themed to? I would absolutely love to know your thoughts and more. I'm really curious if we'll get any hints toward the possible theme coming within the next couple of months or so, especially on some of those construction walls, considering this is something we saw with West Coast Racers. Those blue construction walls went up, and soon after, we started seeing posters alluding to the ride theme as well as the ride type. And before you knew it, August came around and we knew officially that West Coast Racers was the world's first quadruple launch dueling coaster. And if this is a coaster, I'm very curious to see what type of world record breaking feats it'll be able to pull off. And I can't wait to see everything slowly come together in this amazing construction process.
So super exciting stuff coming from this 2022 project. Make sure to subscribe if you want to see more updates on this ride as well as more. And of course, if you haven't yet, make sure to go check out our vlog from last week and the vlog coming up this week as well. It's going to be exciting. And make sure to go check out our Instagram as well. We post more on there than we even do on YouTube. But of course, thank you all so much for watching, and we'll see you on the next ride.